Hey everybody, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, and I want to do this quick video. And it's just something that, oh man, I just wanted to reach out about. And it is about Tiger Woods and his ability to play golf. He missed the cut at the PGA Championship. But man, I tell people all the time, people, where people see troubles, I see opportunities, man. Because guess what? Everybody keep thinking about the physical part of his golf swing, whether it's his ability to walk, all that. I don't think there's really as much problem as people think it is, because look, he's around the best doctors in the world. He's got absolutely more money than you can shake a stick at to be able to have the best doctors to tell him what's right, what's wrong, better than any of us can tell him what he's capable of doing. But as a teacher, and I try to get bros to understand this, as a teacher, here is an opportunity for you to stand out, for you to make a difference, for you to quit worrying about whether he's too old, too this or that. That's irrelevant, because eventually, if he don't want to play on the tour anymore, he'll eventually play on the Champions Tour, where he could still, ride in a cart or whatever. But at the end of the day, he still has to swing a golf club. So the problem that I'm seeing is not so much as the physicality. I mean, as far as, his ability to walk, I'm seeing it there. I still think that there's flaws in his golf swing and some issues that he's having. And one of the biggest issues that I see, and I said before, Tiger has always used that lower body to move that, load into the right side, all of these different things. But as I said many times before, and all of you all know, and like I said, we ain't gonna need to debate top down, because top down is what it is, and it proves itself in the validity of what it is that we're doing. And you all have to forgive the range guy, he's picking up the balls there. But at the end of the day, as I said before, you can raise your hands high in the air, turn your hips and do everything you want, and the arms are not coming down. It's not gonna happen. But you can swing the arms and come down, in essence, or whatever. You can make the golf swing do whatever you want. So from a more technical standpoint with Tiger, because all he's ever really known is how to move his lower body, turn his hips, do all of that stuff, then I think more, in essence, especially with all his injuries that he's had, in essence, I think it'd be much easier is that if he can feel that top-down motion, because you remember, if you look at Tiger's swing still comes this way. When he brings it down, he still comes all this overlagging and all this stuff that they making up or whatever, that really means nothing. Because at the end of the day, if I had a cup of water and I wanted to pour it on the ground, I'm not going to come towards me first. I'm going to pour it on me. If I wanted to pour it to the ground, I have to go this way first, not this way, because that's going to pour it on me. I'm not turning it over the top. And they talking about coming over the top. Well, if I had a cup of water and I'm pouring it this way, guess what? That's over the top. So all this lagging that you're teaching people to come over the top. That's another story for another time. But the thing is with Tiger, what you should be doing, bros, instead of sitting there, because this one, especially that one in Atlanta, he's a hater as it all depends or whatever, but he ain't no teacher in my opinion. He's a copier, but he don't teach, because here, like I said, here's an opportunity to be able to say, hey, you know what? I can absolutely, give some ideas of what Tiger can do or whatever, because if he's going to play, then give him some information. And see, one of the things that I would do, definitely would show Tiger how to make this up here, the shoulder girdle, how to make it move more in conjunction with the injuries that his body has, so he don't have to feel like he's loading up here. Because guess why? As I said in many videos before, is that wherever your head is where your weight is. So if I make a backswing and my head is over my left shoulder, then I don't have to worry about trying to load into my trail side, as he believes, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, when I make a downswing, guess what? My head is over my trail side. Guess what? Then that's where my head is. I don't have to try to get over to my lead side. So it ain't so much about the physicality of Tiger Woods. It's more about, instructional, that I don't think his swing, far as hitting the shots, is really as good as it needs to be. More importantly is this, is that he can't, in my opinion, he can't get up there and on command hit the 9 shots that he used to, shape it in here, shape it in there, doing all that. One, the golf ball is not the same. The golf clubs is different. I mean, all these things make a difference in there. But here's the beauty of it. He doesn't have to, because he's got one of the greatest short games and one of the best putting strokes ever. Look, there's two Hall of Famers for sure. One by the name of Jack Nicklaus, who did nothing but hit a fade. Another one by the name of Ben Hogan, who had real serious injuries, did nothing but hit a fade. So why isn't it that Tiger can't take that mindset to say, hey, you know what? All I really need to do is get this ball on the green, and I'm going to hit a shape, a consistent shape that's going to get it on here every single time. I'd like to see him go out and play a round of golf where he did nothing but forget what the shot requires. Do nothing but like Jack, aim 10 feet, 20 feet left of the flagstick and hit that cut every single time. Or if you want to aim 20 feet right of the flagstick and hit that draw, everything. Have the discipline. He's supposed to be the most disciplined player in the history of this game. So have the discipline to set up there and do it every single time. See if you can do that. You know, treat yourself to that, to be able to have that power, to be able to set up there and, like I said, and make that swing, boom, so where you're just hitting that same shot over and over and over and over and hit green after green after green, because let me tell you what, it ain't Tiger's driving that's getting him in trouble. It's really his ability to, he's not hitting greens. He's pulling shots, he's getting crossed up. Well, that's because you're trying to do things that your body's not going to allow you to do. But what your body will do, and I know this as an athlete, what your body will do is allow you to hit a certain... Sorry about that. It got a little bit windy down here, so, you know, like I say, we're outside. But anything, same thing, is let Tiger learn how to hit the same consistent shot over and over and over. And just, like I say, play a fade the whole time, whatever, just like your driver. And see, and as an athlete, I know that once you start physically moving in the same, like a pitcher, over and over, then the same muscles are working over and over and over, and they actually get stronger and they get better and they educate themselves more. So, but when you're getting up there still thinking you can do or hit the shots that you can used to hit, to some degree you might, but you may not be able to hit them on command. You know, 1 minute is a draw, the next one this, next this low, high, whatever. Jack Nicklaus once told John Daly or whatever, don't change your game for the golf course, make the golf course fit your game. So hit that fade shot or hit that draw shot. Do it on 99% of your holes and see what happens. And now going back to Bros, like I said, you know, where people are seeing failure, I'm seeing opportunity, because, you know, Tiger Woods is still who he is. You all know that I still wrote the greatest book on the grip that's ever been written. There's no ifs and buts about it. There's nobody that's going to sit here and argue me and tell me that the dead fingers do not do exactly what I said. They're not, and they're not valuable to the grip. I mean, I've got all these top digest people that I've sent it to, and none of them told me that it's a bad book. I mean, there's an opportunity to, you know, everybody want to knock Shade Tree down. Here's your opportunity, but it's not going to happen. I got 2 other books or whatever. It's in the same thing. You're not going to happen. But just imagine. Opportunities, bruh, opportunities. If Tiger Woods, you know, got this book and he was like, hey, you know what, I read this book, and, you know, good God Almighty, or any of them top tour players, any of them, because the grip is the grip, that read this book, look, I'm an instant millionaire overnight. That's what separates me from the rest, in a sense, that I have value in the essence of the things that I give. And if I sat down and taught somebody, and, you know, one-on-one, a tour level player, exactly what I do and how I do on this, because you better believe I have a couple little secrets or whatever. A magician don't give all the secrets away. But, man, I'll tell you what, it's a mind blower. Because, like I said, can't nobody argue the validity of it. If you don't have that book, go to ShadeTreePro.com/books, Amazon, purchase it, or, you know, or get directly in touch with me. It's a great book. So, in essence, as I said, don't sit here and battle and talk about what Tiger can't do. As bros, our opportunity is to connect ourselves to the brother and find out what he can do and what we can do to help him to get better. And quit listening to these guys that call themselves teachers because they babysitting and all that crap or whatever. They're not teachers, people. You know, all they are is instigators, because if they was real teachers, then they would be on here telling you about what they can do to help Tiger. Not all this of what's hurting him, because enough of them teachers that already hurt him. Even Gary Player talked about that. Let's talk about what can we do with the great Tiger Woods, with what he's got right now, to make him at least understand that maybe, hey, T. Woods, maybe what you're doing is not the physicality of your injuries or whatever. Maybe it's something in your golf swing that you need to pay attention to that'll actually make you get better and make you be able to play. Because I truly believe that man gets in contention, he knows what to do. It's a matter, as they say, stop making bogeys and start these big numbers and start just hitting the ball on the green. That's what the game's about anyway, hitting it on the green and give yourself a chance to make a putt. And that's as simple as it gets. Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro. Always good golfing.